Our sister Lisa might have dreamt of Paris and the banks of the Seine, or Florence and the bubbly gardens, or New York and Central Park. But for her in Dudley, 1975, the most romantic place she'd ever seen was the back seat of Shane Titley's Vauxhall Viva.
Get off.
Oh, come on, Lise. You know you want it. And besides, I'm loving it.
Loving what? Shane, you've been the side pocket in my satchel.
Oh, I knew that. Now, come on, Lise. Let's, do it.
I don't want to get pregnant.
Oh, don't be so stupid. Everyone knows that you can't get preggers on your first time. What if you keep some of your clothes on? I've been doing both of them, haven't we?
Suppose.
Magic. Oh, quick now! Shane Titley! Lisa Grimleys! What are you pair up to?
For once, no reg. And no shame. For once.
I thought we'd make use of the peace and quiet. And your vocabulary could use a bit of stimulation, Duck Digby.
How am I supposed to make anything out of these?
Off. I'm not in the mood.
What now?
I've got a stomachache.
Well, I've eaten the same as you today and I'm all right.
Doug, it's not really a stomachache.
You're having one of your...
I did tell you my cycle was coming round. You thought I meant bicycle, didn't you?
No. Oh, no point in staying round here then. I'm off, Piglet.
I dread to think what would have happened if Mr. Alder had found you a minute later.
Why, what would have happened?
What wouldn't have happened?
We don't want none of your lip, young fella, me lad. This is a school night, young lady.
I know you, Shane Titley. You might reckon it's clever having no qualifications and no job, but don't go ruining it for Lisa into the bargain.
You hear, Mr. Alder, my girl?
Yeah.
What were they doing?
Never you mind, me laddo.
Were they having sex?
Bedtime.
Oh, Mum!
Come on, up them stairs.
Oh, it's just like telly. Every time something good happens, you have to go to bed.
Come on, Shane, let's get over to yours. Let's see what your dad's got to say on this.
Thank you. Can't thank you enough, Mr. Alder. Lisa, I'm too young. You ain't seeing that Shane Titley no more, and that's final.
You can't stop me.
Oh, no? Try me. I ain't seeing you throw your life away over some lad.
The Grimley curse!
That cuckold lives in bliss, who certain of his fate loves not his wronger. But oh, what damned minutes tells he o'er, who dotes yet doubts, suspects yet fondly loves.
Oh, misery.
Othello is jealous of his wife Desdemona. Iago exploits that jealousy. Turn back to Act 1. He does the same thing to Desdemona's father, Brabantio. Your daughter and the Moor are now making the beast with two backs. Why does Iago's choice of words anger Brabantio? Anybody? Gordon.
Miss, what does the beast with two backs mean?
Come now, Gordon. The imagery's quite vivid. It means they're having sexual intercourse.
Oh, my miss.
The kids think sex is something to snigger about.
Not to Lisa Grimley and your cousin Shane. They were doing a lot more than sniggering.
If the kids are ignorant, then it's our responsibility to educate them. Don't you agree, Neville?
Leave it to me, Geraldine. I'll go and have a word with the head.
I am fit. You are weak and worthless.
All the way up. Up. All the way down.
And all the way down.
All the way up.
And up.
All the way up.
And all the way down. Up. And all the
Doug.
On your feet, star jumps, go.
This is about last night.
Doug, would you just listen for once? Neville and I think it's time the school gave the kids sex education.
Yes, all right. Miss Thing already teaches the girls everything they need to know about training bras, their monthlies and double gussets for PE. All my lads need on their mind is football in the winter and cricket in the summer. They can wait until they've grown up to worry about anything else.
Kids today are grown up.
We don't want this lot breeding. Best carry on keeping the whole thing a secret, Piglet.
Exactly. It's not talked about. So myths flourish and the kids get into trouble.
Look, your heart's in the right place, but you don't half come a cropper because you don't think these things through.
Geraldine, I've talked to the headmaster. It took a lot of persuasion, but he's agreed. I'll give the talk to the boys. Will you be okay to give it to the girls?
Of course I will. Thank you, Neville.
Hold up, hold up.
No. Mr. Digby, you've made your views perfectly clear. Thank you very much.
Wow! Miss Titley and Mr. Holden are going to teach us how to do it.
No, Darren, you've got it all wrong. It'll be about coping with our changing hormones and the bestial urges they bring on.
No, Gordon. We're going to learn how to be sex machines.
Demarcation, that's what I call it, Miss Thing. PE teachers scare kids about this kind of stuff. Not English teachers, and definitely not music teachers. It's not like blowing a trumpet or plucking a guitar string, is it? If we worked for British Leyland, we'd be out on strike over this.
The whole point is we put the fear of God into the pupils so they won't do that sort of thing, so they've left school and are not our responsibility anymore. Huh? The permissive society needs to stay where it belongs, outside the school gates. If those two get their way, it'll be like old Calcutta around here.
PE is traditionally where the girls get told off about their stomach aches and the boys are warned about thinking rude thoughts in the shower. The way I see it, Miss Thing, is if the headmaster has okayed it to give these kids sex education, then it should be up to me to teach the boys and you to teach the girls.
You're right, Mr. Digby. It's about the body. It's about the physical. Our area of expertise.
We should march into the headmaster's office right this minute.
Leave him to me, Mr. Digby. I'm sure I can persuade him to take up a favourable position.
Who's got the best hair? Oh, Donny Osmond. Oh, I think it's Eric out the rollers. OK. Who's got the nicest bum? David Cassidy. What do you want, Shane Titley?
Oh, Del. Fancy coming down Gornal?
What for?
Well, you know, this and that.
I'm in school, in case you don't realise.
We'll just work it. They won't notice. Oh, Maggie.
Goes after strikers.
I don't know.
You get no sympathy
I don't know. Yeah, I'm too young. I've given them out to all the parents. You've got to give your permission. Miss Titley thinks it's really important.
Would. It's sex with her. Sex equality, sex discrimination, sex education. Who's sex mad?
Rationed it in the war. War allowed till 1959. Yow always had to keep one foot on the floor.
I'm worried it'll just encourage them.
Well, they don't know won't hurt them. Tain't like you can catch someone that'll kill you.
If you don't want us to learn about it at school, you could tell us all about it yourselves.
What are you going to do with it? I'm making my mind up, yeah.
Lisa? Lisa, is that you, Doc?
I don't want him checking off me
What? So where have you been, my girl? Out? Have you brung your permission slip from school? What? Yeah, bunked off with that Shane Titley. Lisa, love.
Promise me you won't do nothing stupid. When you're with a fella, easiest thing is to go along with it. Before you know it, you're stuck with him. Trapped like a ferret up an old man's trouser leg. Just don't want you ending up like me, that's all.
Mum, of course I don't want to end up like you.
So you stay in more, do your homework, save getting serious till you met the right lad.
Yeah. OK, Mum.
Someone has got to tell them that it's dirty and that they shouldn't do it till they're older. If at all.
Geraldine, I'm sorry to bother you. You're Shane Day say nothing about where he was going today.
Doug, didn't you say you ought to be getting back?
What for?
Doug.
My wickets need waxing.
Mr Digby, Gordon's got another terrible crop of verrucas come up. I'll have to write him a note for swimming.
Yeah.
Bye, Doug.
Right.
Shane slipped out with your Lisa again, hasn't he?
Oh, Geraldine, I'm worried sick. I don't want to get myself into trouble.
That's why we're putting on a talk in school.
I don't want to encourage them.
Oh, kids today hear about it in magazines, in films, on the telly. There's nothing we can do to stop them. All we can do, Mrs Grimley, is tell them how not to get into trouble.
You are Doug Dynamo Digby. You are a sex god. It is your duty to stop those who are unfit from ever reproducing. The wimps, the weeds, and all the other crappers who can't do PE. It is your duty to stop them making more of their kind. Stop them!
I can't wait for this sex education. Do you reckon they'll show us films and stuff? Maybe all the teachers will tell us about how they do it.
You're getting carried away, Darren. I'm sure Miss Titley wouldn't dream of making it at all lascivious.
Right. You all know what this lesson is about. I'm here to teach you everything you'll ever need to know about successful lovemaking. Theory is one thing, but there is no substitute for practical experience. OK, who's going to volunteer? No, not you. No, not you either. Definitely not you, Ralph. Gordon?
Miss.
I'd like it to be you.
Miss.
Come on. Out you come. Don't be shy. I won't bite.
Oh, miss. Miss.
Come on, Gordon. There's a good boy.
Oh, miss, I mustn't. Oh, miss. Miss. Oh, miss. Oh, miss. What's that for?
Gordon, wake up,
miss.
you're dreaming. Gordon.
No, miss. No, miss. Huh?
You overslept, you were dreaming. Oh. Exterminate, 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 exterminate.
Come on, you pair, I'm going to be late. There you go.
Thanks, Mum.
Now, don't say nothing to your dad, all right? And you, no stupid questions.
Yes, Mum.
Oh, someone's looking a bit the worse for wear this morning. Here, Miss Titley had a spare one. You take it.
I don't have to if I don't want to.
I don't know what I'm getting up to with that, Shane, but I'm worried for you, Lise. Please.
I suppose it won't hurt.
What's that you're reading, Douglas?
I'm preparing my subject. I suppose when you're doing music, it all comes out willy-nilly, does it?
Yeah?
Well, no wonder you've never made it. I'm a professional. I went to the library.
Did they give you the wrong book?
Actually, it was all they had. The principles are the same, like the javelin and the discus. They may be different shapes, but it's all about who can chuck it the furthest. Right?
Looks like most parents didn't want their daughters to be here.
Right, pay attention. First things first. The mating call. Now, in insects, this is usually a sound produced by the rubbing of the wings against the body, known as stridulation. In humans, it is usually the man chatting the woman up. For example, relax, love, get your coat. You've pulled. Avoid this situation at all costs.
The experience should be an assault on all your senses. You should feel the pounding of your heart, the rush of your breath, the prickling of your skin. You will never feel more alive, never more aroused, and never more a woman. But you must use your willpower to resist it at all times. Resist temptation, girls. That will be all.
Thank you. Well, I thought the easiest way to do this would be for you all to ask questions. Oh, come on, don't be shy. Nobody's going to laugh at you. The chances are you're all going through the same thing as everybody else. Lisa.
Miss, is it true you can't get pregnant on your first time?
No, Lisa, that's not true. Unless you use contraception, you can get pregnant if you only have sex once.
What about if you leave some of your clothes on?
That makes no difference at all. I'll tell you all the ways you can get pregnant and all the precautions you can take to stop it from happening.
Right, the next stage, building the nest. Again, if you can avoid this, you're laughing.
Douglas, I think the boys might be more interested in the human condition.
Yeah.
So why don't you tell them about it then? I'm sure I'll learn a thing or two as well.
I am telling them.
How about explaining the changes during puberty, for instance?
Greasy hair and spots caused by thinking dirty thoughts.
Keep your mind on sport at all times, and it should be plain sailing.
Sir, people say that loads of bad stuff happens to you if you think about it too much, like going blind and that.
Yeah, going blind is one danger, but also in the case of the black widow spider, getting eaten.
Sir, spiders aren't actually insects. They're arachnids.
Sir, in Hawaii Five-0, if Steve McGarrett falls in love with a woman, she gets killed by the end of the episode.
Yeah, good point, Grimley. Best not to do it at all.
If you do have sex, what should you use for protection?
A gum shield.
I think you're done here, Douglas. This is an important subject, and if you're not going to give a proper talk, then I will. Go on, Hoppet.
What are you talking about?
Hoppet! Okay, the fun's over with. Now who wants to ask some proper questions?
The only way you can get pregnant is if a man enters inside your vagina. You can't
Come on, Liz. You know you want to.
I ain't sure, Shane.
Oh, come on, Liz. Let's just do it. Your Nadsum's set to explode if we don't do it soon.
I want to take things slower.
You ain't worried, am you? Look, everybody knows you can't get into trouble on your first time.
Right, that's it, Shane Titley. You taking me home. This minute.
What? Get your piggy hair on.
I realise it's one of the few expressions you know, Doug Digby. But PE isn't a word, it's an abbreviation.
Pupae. Insects in their immature form between larvae and adults.
Oh, Doug. Doug. I think you're developing properly at last. And it's far too late for you to go all the way home.
Well, thanks a bunch. Thanks a pigging million. It weren't for you and your stupid sex lessons. I'll be at it like Georgie Best right now.
It seems like everyone was at it. Everyone apart from me and our Gordon, that is. We'd been told everything we needed to know, but given our chances of ever being able to put it into practice, they'd have been better off teaching us to be astronauts.